Hi. um, this has been an interesting process so far, trying to share poetry every day. It's the sort of thing where you get into a headspace, and I'm actually not having much trouble writing every day, which is great, but I'm not really sure how many days I'm going to be able to share stuff that is worth sharing. So we'll see. But today, because, I think we're all living with ghosts in some capacity, and with things like Facebook memories, which I've talked about a couple times. It's hard sometimes to let go of the past. So I tried doing this poetry month in 2012, doing a poem every day of April, and this poem came up. And so between yesterday and today, I just kind of revised some of it, but I thought it was just worthy of sharing. So here we go. Yes, not odd at all to live in 2012. I was daydreaming about the hoverboard that was promised to me in the sequel to Back to the Future when you big banged my mindset with a universe of thought that I was not fully ready to comprehend. All you said was, "Do you think koi fish were typecast?" As if some ancient Japanese fisherman rowing a canoe noticed that the fish in particular were more reserved than the others. I imagine him paddling quietly across the Caspian Sea as he looks down through his own reflection, notices these fish in particular, and says, you seem artfully shy." You remind me that historically and geographically speaking, my story makes no sense, and that the fisherman would not speak English. This was on the back porch of the house you lived at in Santa Barbara. There was a mountain to our right and an ocean to our left. This was in between puffs of your cigarette. You remind yourself again that you really should quit. I remind you that it doesn't matter. That at the rate we're going, we'll most definitely die before we find out how this life ends. You remind me that we're all fossils in waiting. You retreat to your phone, search Google, load an image taken on February 14th, 1990 by the Voyager 1 space probe from 6 billion kilometers away. You point to a tiny blue pixel and say, "That's Earth. That's us. That's everything we'll ever know." I thought about Newt's completely feasible moon colony and the first moon-born human. I thought about illegal aliens and inalienable rights. I thought about us in the grand scheme of things. How I just waited for you to recognize that every time you threw yourself out there like propellers, that I threw myself down like a launch pad made for landing, not knowing anything about trajectory, hoping to show you that there are some people out here who know the importance of landing whole. But I didn't say anything. We just sat in silence like two ukuleles wanting to be acoustic guitars, perfectly tuned, painted in moon reflection. I said, "What are we doing?" And you didn't have to ask. You knew. When I said we, I meant the species. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.